Hey everyone, welcome back to Aaryan's Byte Academy, where we learn programming by actually writing code. Today, we are diving into a fundamental concept in Java: data types and variables. Understanding these is crucial because they form the backbone of any Java program. So, what are variables? Let's start with variables. Think of a variable as a container in your computer's memory that stores data. This data could be anything from numbers, characters, or even complex data like objects. In Java, variables are like labels for these memory containers. When you declare a variable, you are telling the computer, hey, reserve some space in memory to store this type of data. Data types and memory allocations. So Java is a statically typed language, meaning you need to define the type of data your variable will store. So here is a quick rundown of the basic data types. So let's see some practicals. I would just write a program here, like I write public class main. So you all know in the previous video I explained in any Java program we need a public class, and that class is created using this class keyword, and this main is the name of the class. Then we need an entry point, public static void main. It's a main function that is called the entry point of a Java program. So we need to have a main function in a Java program. So this is the template ready now. Now we will just declare some variable. So as I explained, a variable is what is a memory in the computer where we can store the value. And let's see how a variable is declared. So to declare a variable, first we need to have its data type, then its name, and the value that we want to store in this. So here I have created a variable that's int is 25. So integer basically store whole numbers, like it stores whole numbers like 100 or 50 or minus 50. Any value can be hold in this type of variable. Now I create a float variable that's name is temperature, and in this temperature variable I have stored the value 98.6 f. F means the floating value. So what value this can store? If we talk about to float, so it can store decimal numbers like 3.14 or minus 0.99 or any value it can store basically. Then we have another data type available, like we have a boolean variable available, and that's is Java fun is the name of the memory that will be created in system, and it will store basically a boolean kind of value. So boolean means it will store true or false value. So it will store true or false values in computer memory. So here I have given it a name is Java fun, like it is giving some suggestions. So no, let me just bring it again, is Java its name is like is Java fun, that's name I have given. So here I have created a variable that's data type is boolean. Boolean means it can store the value true or false, and the memory that has been given name in computer is Java fun. So in the similar way we can create another kind of variable, like I want to store the grade of the students, in that case character grade. So char is what? Char is the data type, grade is the name of the variable, and I store the value in this like a. So if you talk about the character, it stores single character, like it stores single character like a or z we can store inside this. Then we have got another very data type, that is double. So the double data type basically store the uh, uh, again it is stored the boolean value, like my value. I have given it a name and I have stored some value inside this. So the double variable basically stores large decimal numbers. They store the large decimal numbers, and the memory it occupies is 8 bytes. How much byte? 8 bytes is actually occupies. And if we talk about the character data type, basically occupies 2 bytes of memory. So it takes 2 bytes of memory character data type is taking. And if you talk about the boolean data type, so boolean data type is taking what? 1 bit of memory. So boolean data type takes 1 bit of memory in system. And if we talk about the float, so float is taking 4 bytes of memory in system. So like you can say 4 bytes of memory from the system will be occupied when we declare a float variable. And in the similar way, if we declare an integer variable, so integer also takes the 4 bytes. So like takes 4 bytes of memory. So these are this is how I have explained you here how a variable is declared. Like first we need to assign a data type, then name of that variable and value. So for storing different kind of value, we have got different types of data type available in Java. So when you declare a variable, say like I have declared here int age, and I have stored 25, the computer reserves 4 bytes of memory and it labels this memory with the name age. Like I have given the name age, so the memory name that has been given by operating system, that is age, to this, and store the value 25 inside that variable. So the memory allocation happens in different sections depending on the type of data. Primitive data types like int, float and char. So basically the variables, these variables I have declared here, these all are of primitive types. Basically in Java we have two types of variables available: primitive types and the object type or the reference type. So one is primitive type and another is object or reference type variable that we create in Java. So the memory allocation happens in different sections depending on the type of data. Primitive data types like int, float, char are stored in the stack memory. So all these variables I have created here, all these variables that I have created here, these are the primitive data types, and these primitive data types are stored in the stack memory, which is fast and directly accessible by the CPU. So now let's print these values on this command line. So to print we have in system.out.println that I explained you in the previous video. So system.out.println, and I have given like if you want to print these like integer value, so integer value variable name is what is, I have written, and let me just write some more lines. Then float value, so for float value actually I have temp variable, that's temperature, and there is a boolean value. So boolean value, and for boolean value basically I have variable is Java fun, and for double value basically double value I have created a variable that's name is here that's name is yeah, my value. that name is, here it is that double value, so it's my value, and one more variable has been created, that's the char value. So char value means there is a grade, grade grade variable has been created. So this grade variable is of character type which can hold only one character. So let's run this program, and we will see these values available, like integer value 25, float value 88.6, and boolean value true, double value some value is there, and character value a has been given here. So till now we have learned how we can declare variables and what are the actually data type. So that's it for today's lesson on variables and data types in Java. Understanding these concepts is vital for writing efficient and error-free code. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more Java tutorials. Keep coding. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.